but you're never gonna be me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stain from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep, move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking.
All right, everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome to another exciting episode of the Geek Gauntlet Podcast, our last show of 2023. Good to be here with everybody. Got a cast of thousands with me tonight. Got started on the show a little bit late because your boy was playing Pokemon Scarlet Violet when they completed the Pokedex. Did my thing, but got that done. Now I'm just going through the main game. Let me go ahead and bring everybody in first and bring my man. He is the comic book king. Let me bring my man Ty. Ty, what's up?
Hey, I'm happy to be in. I'm digging. I'm a little bit jealous of that hat there.
Thank you, my friend. Matter of fact, a buddy of mine gave me this hat.
It's pretty sick looking.
Oh yeah. He knocked it out the park with this. Let me see if I can bring this up just a little, just a scotch. All right, there we go. All right, now we got the sound fixed. All right, let me go ahead and bring in the person who plans this show each and every week. Shaw, what's up, my friend?
So everybody, how y'all doing today?
Hey.
All right, doing good. And last but certainly not least, he is the man who controls the letter X that used to be known as Twitter. And we're on Rain Ambrose in. Ambrose, what's up?
What's good? Is it a guys' night tonight?
Looks like it is.
All right, cool.
No, it looks like it's going to be the fellas
Like
tonight.
I just got done watching Barbie a little bit ago. You know, is it always guys' night in Kingdom or no?
I just got done watching the second episode of Percy Jackson, so I'm up to date.
Hey, that's good. That's a good
That's
one.
good, man. I meant to watch Yu Yu Hakusho today, but I didn't get a chance.
I haven't caught any of that yet. What streaming service is that on?
Netflix.
Oh, I can't catch it yet until we cancel something and bring Netflix in.
Right.
I'll give you the website.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Because we play roulette with our streaming. Once the seasons are over on something, we'll cancel like Hulu and bring Netflix in, and then just keep going around and around.
Right. There you go. All right, let's go ahead and get started. But first, let's go ahead and get everything started. But first, we're gonna do our thing with the news. All right, so what we got news-wise today, my friend?
All right, so one of the biggest things most recently was after the guilty verdict for Jonathan Majors, Disney has fired him as King the Conqueror. What are y'all thoughts about this?
I'll go last because I actually wrote about this, so you guys go, and then I'll give.
I guess I would just say is I'm kind of grateful that Disney is standing up because, you know, if you don't, then we're kind of just okaying the behavior of people doing shitty things. It does suck because I do think Jonathan Majors is a decent actor. I think he could have done a lot of good stuff with that King the Conqueror role. I really got into that actor when he did Lovecraft Country. Lovecraft Country. Gosh, I can't speak tonight. But again, I'm compared to what's the flip side of this? We got DC. Whoa, that was loud. What DC did with Ezra Miller and just keep the Flash rolling despite all the threats and kidnapping and chaos.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was incredible the fact that Marvel stuck by him all this time. I gotta really give him props on that. He was found guilty, but they didn't sway to the court of public opinion and just let him hang out in the wind. They stood by him for as long as they could until that guilty verdict came through. So shout out to Disney, shout out to Marvel for doing that. But again, it just goes to show that, and I've said it before on various shows that I've done, you got to keep your hands to yourself. You got to.
You just gotta
There's
be like
nothing a woman can do.
like not do shitty things.
Right. Don't put your hand. Never put your hands on. You know what hurts them more than you putting your hands on, walking away. That hurts more. Walking away, paying them no attention. Just walk away. And I know sometimes it can be tough, but it's the best thing to do because you keep yourself out of jail, you keep yourself out of prison, because you lay your hand on a woman 9 times out of 10, it's not going to turn out good for you. Not at all. So we need to all keep our hands to ourselves. If they say something that's foul, walk away. Erase their number. Have nothing more to do with them. That's what you need to do. Because if you lay your hand on a woman, particularly nowadays with SA and DV out there on the so-called come up, it's gonna do nothing but hurt you and get you lose your job. You might end up in prison, but you're gonna lose your job, possible prison time. So no, don't touch a woman. Just leave them be. Walk away, leave them be. That's your best bet as a man to do. Go ahead, Ambrose.
Yeah, for all accounts, it looks like it was a situation where it was 2 toxic people who didn't belong together, and he should have known better. And if you're in a relationship like that, he should have got out, because now his career is ruined. And it is his career is ruined. This isn't the internet has ruined Hollywood's ability to hide this stuff. Because if this was 10 years ago or 15 years ago, this would have been swept under the rug. Jonathan Majors would have been on leave for personal issues. We would have been asked to respect his privacy at this time.
Oh yeah.
Now with the internet and everything, and this isn't a bad thing. I'm not saying that like he got screwed, but this is just the studio can't hide this stuff anymore. There's no rug to sweep under. The internet has rolled the rug up and thrown it off a cliff. So he's got a long way to go before he gets his career back.
Yeah. What's up, Ando? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, Ando? But that being said, and I do commend Disney, like you guys said, as I wrote in my article. You can check it out on geeknewsnow.net. I wrote it this week. It came out, I think, on Wednesday. I'm not quite sure. I wrote a couple of things this week. I commend Disney for letting every man deserves his day in court. And I do commend Disney for standing by him and waiting for the ruling before, they did to him what they did to Johnny Depp, who never got his day in court. Mm-hmm. But that being said, were they that confident that he'd get off, that there was no contingency plan?
There's contingencies.
There's no plan B. Now the Kang dynasty is now Kang's done. They changed the production title to Avengers 5, and there's no plan B. Even though they were, I'm sorry, Sean, you have a minute.
Releases of what their plans were already working on already.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Doom.
But if this has been going on, I wrote about this all the way back in March, and this has been going on for a while. And there should have been a meeting. And someone should have said, there's a very real possibility we are going to lose this guy, and we need to have a plan B.
They have a plan B.
What's the plan B? What is it?
Are they going to recast, or they're going to introduce Doom or someone?
Okay, if they introduce Dr. Doom, that is disastrous. Fans will walk away. You introduce Dr. Doom while the Fantastic Four movie is in its infancy. That is the dumbest decision you could possibly do. If you introduce him before you introduce Reed Richards.
You yourself have said you wanted them to just bring in Doom.
I have never said that. I've said they got to bring in Doom when they bring in the Fantastic Four. If you bring in Doom while they haven't even finished casting the Fantastic Four, if you bring Dr. Doom in, you lose every Marvel fan, and the MCU loses what little credibility it has left. You cannot bring, because that'll be Kreese, Skrulls, Krang, and Doom with no Fantastic Four yet.
They're going to introduce.
You're introducing all of the villains for a flagship franchise, and you're not even done casting for the franchise. The
Four movie is scheduled before the Secret Wars movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like a while before.
It would be a dumb decision.
Okay.
I do not agree with it. You can explain the Kree and the Skrulls because Carol Danvers and Nick Fury interacted with them. You can explain Kang because he's a time traveler and he did end up in other comics. If you bring that's like, okay, we messed up with the Wonder Woman movie and we lost the lead villain. Put the Joker in there. No, that's dumb. You don't do that. You don't take a marquee villain from another franchise and put him in the Avengers. I just don't agree.
Literally a part of the Secret War story. Both of them, actually.
I don't. Well, Marvel has not stayed. We can't say it's a part of the Secret War story because Marvel has not stayed faithful to any of the source material.
Which is my point. They can totally introduce him into it.
Why would you do that? But you're not. You can't. He's not a normal villain. You can't do that when you're not even done producing the Fantastic Four.
But the Fantastic Four will be out almost a year or two before that Secret Wars even comes out. So there's plenty of time.
And they'll probably push it another year, probably.
Yeah, Fantastic Four right now is maybe 2.5 years out right now, where the Secret Wars is probably another 3 to 4 years out right now. So plenty of time.
Yeah, you'll get Fantastic Four first.
Personally speaking, this phase has been a disaster. If I'm Kevin Feige and I'm Bob Iger, I'm having a meeting. I say we nuke it. We let it go for a year. We let Marvel go for a year. It's getting there's a little bit of fatigue setting in. We do a hard reboot. My call will be a hard reboot. You restart just like comic books used to do. You do MCU Volume 2. You kick it off with the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. And then why is that such a bad idea?
Because that's what DC's been doing for the last 20 years and no one likes it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree with
but DC's doing it again, and hopefully they can get it right. You've got thousands of hours of content. This is a chance to clean the slate, start new, and start it with the 2 flagship franchises, and then you can bring the Avengers in again when people aren't tired of the Avengers anymore.
Who's tired of the Avengers?
It's fatigue, man. There's a lot of people that are just tired of the MCU. The numbers are consistently going down. Loki lost 50% of its viewership this year.
Well, if you want,
this iteration is tired.
The only MCU movie that's slated right now is the Deadpool 3 movie. So there's your year off. There's your vacation from the MCU stuff because
that gives people time to recover from fatigue.
Yeah, that's going to be the only movie slated.
I mean, I'm kind of just wondering because they've had the rights. The first thing in 2019 when Fox got bought, the first thing Kevin Feige should have done was say, okay, we've given the Avengers a lot of screen time. We're going to put them on the bench for a little bit. We got to fast track an X-Men movie. So you've had 5 years to fast track an X-Men movie.
Why would? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize, Shaw.
Go ahead. So you wanted them to rush it then? What they've been
I would have fast tracked it. Yeah, I would have fast tracked it. I would have gotten a cast. I would have gotten crew writers. If anybody can fast track something like that and do it well, Disney had the resources to do it, and they didn't. They've been sitting on it for 5 years, and we've been looking at crappy recasts, Ant-Man, Quantumania, and the Marvels. You had 5 years to make an X-Men movie, and you've given us MODOK, who looks like I don't even know what to compare that to.
That messed up a lot of filming for about 2.5 years, and then there was also a writers and acting strike that went on for about a half a year. So that really kind of messed us up.
In 2019, you could have gotten 4 writers in a room and said, "Give me an X-Men movie."
You're positive that they didn't do that?
You're saying to rush it, man. What you're saying is for them to rush it, which would lead to something bad coming out.
Yeah, what if you you're saying I'm saying do a rush job? No, fast track it. Fast tracking is sidelining other projects and say focus on this.
You're literally telling them just rush it.
Yeah.
No, fast tracking.
In other words, Ambrose, in other words, you want another X-Men First Class?
Exactly.
No, I'm saying he should have said
Yeah.
He should have pushed other projects to the side and said, work on this. I want an X-Men movie in 3 years.
I don't know.
So what about all the money they spent? So during that, let's go back 2019, right? So this is everyone is getting ready because they already are talking about releasing the Black Widow movie. The Black Widow movie is about to come out. They've already almost wrapped up filming on Shang-Chi, so that's about to come out. And then they also have almost finished filming around 2019 the Spider-Man No Way Home.
No Way Home.
That's Sony. That's Sony.
No,
Sony produces
no,
differently.
No Home was
MCU.
MCU.
So again, let's go back to this. So in 2019, are you saying with those 3 movies wrapping up the final stuff, are you saying, you know what, stop everything, throw those aside, do whatever we want? We just spent billions and billions of dollars making these movies. We're going to fast track an X-Men and lose so much money on these movies and put them off to the side.
If I spent $72 billion for those 2 franchises, yes, I'm saying get them made.
They're doing a lot more with it. I mean, there's so many other things that Disney's doing with that whole box office, not just X-Men. The fact that Marvel's doing a lot with the comic books and the alien stuff from Fox. They're making comic books with that, and they're working on the Alien show. So like there's a bunch of things that are going on with that.
And nobody, and to Ando's point, nobody wants another Batman hero.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't fast tracking. That was Joel Schumacher.
No one wants that.
You could have given Joel Schumacher 15 years to make that movie.
You don't want bat nipples? What?
They also flash tracked that movie for the toys.
Yeah,
like they literally sent the designs for the toys out first before the movie was even made.
I would say this, and this is the only thing I would say. That I get you want an X-Men. A lot of people love it. We got it. From MCU started with Iron Man in 2008, and when did Avengers come out? That was 20. Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember when the first Avengers.
Oh my goodness.
I think 2010.
2010, 2011.
Oh, I was thinking it was 2012. Was it 20? Not okay.
Age of Ultron was like 2013.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe then.
I don't think after 2013.
Now, what I would say is for us, the reason why we loved Avengers was we had that build up to that team, and you're right. In 2019, they got the X-Men. They got it right now. They have already brought in. People can argue if they don't like, but they've already talked about how Miss Marvel is now a mutant. They have already done a.
Oh.
Yeah.
They've already brought in the fact in the multiverse we got to see a Professor Xavier.
Mm-hmm.
In Miss Marvels, we've already gotten the ability to meet Beast and see stuff in the X-Men mansion. So and we're going into this next year. Going into this next year with Deadpool 3, which is going to be insane. You know, it's going to be some Fox, X-Men, MCU. All
Oh yeah.
So I think the dominoes are already there. They're falling. I think that the fact that they just haven't landed right now, you're just eager to have it. But I get it. Just let it happen and let's see how it goes. Because Marvel's
I just don't think I don't think Kevin Feige is a good executive at all. If I was Bob Iger, I would say I spent $72 billion on Fox. Why am I looking at a crappy She-Hulk show? If you want to talk about things that were fast-tracked.
You're going to shit talk everything Kevin Feige's done for the last 15 years of Marvel, even though
not everything he's done for the last 15 years. The stuff he did with Ike Perlmutter was very good.
Anything in the world, and you're going to be like, oh, well, Kevin Feige's just awful. What's like, well, he's also kind of done all this other great stuff.
The stuff he did with Ike Perlmutter under Ike Perlmutter's tutelage was very good. When he got Ike Perlmutter kicked out and started off with the second half of Phase 3, going into Phase 4, going into now, this is what we're dealing with Feige's MCU.
I don't know. I guess I just have a little more hope because the early stuff had bumps. I mean, Thor didn't do well. Thor 2, The Dark World didn't do well. There's movies early on that, heck, Age of Ultron had so much hatred, and now people have so much love for it. So, like, all these movies that had all these bumps in the road, they're like, oh, this is the end of MCU. It's the worst. They can't. We've said that 10 years ago, and we were wrong. 10 years later, it's still pumping out stuff hard. Not only that, but now they have Disney Plus and they're doing their shows. I do think maybe they need to make sure they're slowing down, so not putting so much out there that they're stressing people out with the shows and the movies and everything. But like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, they can't do anything right. Well, they clearly can because they've been doing it for 15 years now. And out of 15 years, I'd say the majority of everything they put out has been on the up and up good stuff. And so
would you not agree that it has slowly declined from the second half of Phase 3 to now? You would compare Phase 4 to Phase 1, 2, and the first half of Phase 3.
So what my
and you know, I'm not going to shit all over your opinion. I'm just asking for your honest opinion.
Yeah, my honest opinion is this: is Marvel spoiled us, and what they did was we didn't obviously the day Iron Man came out, we did not know that was going to end with the I am Iron Man killing himself in Infinity War at the end of 10 years later. We didn't know that was where we were going. And so now that we have that mindset of like, oh man, it's going to be this build up, we want that build up now. We want it now. We want it now. We want it now. But guys, it took us 10 years to get to that build up.
But can I also point out another thing that Marvel has been doing wrong under Feige?
Sure.
Okay, you had the first couple of phases. Favreau directing. Whedon directing. Kenneth Branagh directing Thor, who is one of the greatest acting and directing talents of our generation. They're not getting good directors anymore. All due respect to Nia DaCosta, I have no issue with her, but she had one movie under her belt. It was a Candyman remake. It didn't do well. She had no business being in charge of a $250 million movie.
Okay.
She had no business. There was, and you cannot argue that fact. They're casting directors to market them. They're not getting good, experienced directors to helm $250 million projects.
So I can give you a failed example of that, though. One of my directors that I really love is wonderful and did a great job with one Marvel movie, and then didn't do such a great job with the second Marvel movie. And
Are you going to say Coogler? Because I'll agree with you.
I was going to say Taika.
Okay.
That's more because he stopped giving a shit for the second one.
Yeah.
But my point, like Thor 1, Thor 2 wasn't really well. Like he came in, does Thor 3, blows up as the best Thor movie ever. Taika, which most people at the time, Taika had only done a lot of like indie stuff, so people were like, oh, why would they ever give Taika a big blockbuster movie like this? He does it, super successful. So Marvel's like, well, shit, he did it great once, let's give him do it again. And then, it doesn't do so great. How do you explain that?
Well, Taika already had good experience. I mean, he was already an award-winning director. He did Jojo Rabbit. Nia DaCosta literally had...
Not before the first Thor movie he did. Jojo Rabbit was after.
Yeah, that was after.
Yeah, all the stuff that he did a couple small stuff, like small stuff before, but he was never as big as he is today.
Yeah,
like all the stuff he's been doing today was because of his success from the I
mean, I'm just saying, as a general rule of thumb, a lot of these directors, if you're spending this amount of money, you want someone that knows what they're doing in the director's chair.
I just want to say,
and again, that is nothing against Miss DaCosta. She seems like she knows what she's doing. I haven't seen the Candyman movie. Everybody that I know that has seen it says that it's pretty good. But one movie under your belt does not earn you $250 million project, in my opinion.
I was going to say real quick, too, about the Age of Ultron thing. A lot of people think it's better than Endgame. And the reason why a lot of people think Age of Ultron is better than Endgame is because the Endgame's pacing was slow. Whereas Age of Ultron, the pacing was a little bit better. And it made a lot more sense.
There was more action, but I have never seen so many monologues by one villain in one movie. Like it was an endless like tirade of monologues just throughout the. I get it, Ultron. You hate mankind. Can you just kill us? Just kill us, dude. Just do it.
You realize? I mean, they did that was because they wanted to change his personality. The Ultron we got in the movie is not the Ultron we've ever had.
But it's like imagine watching like a James Bond movie, and every scene the villain comes on and explains his plot.
That's every James Bond movie, isn't it?
No, he has one monologue in every James Bond movie. But imagine every time the villain comes on the screen, he just repeats the monologue.
Oh, normally I'm used to them saying like 2 or 3 of those monologues, but
yeah, I would say 2 or 3.
Yeah, but anyway, I don't know. I'd say Marvel's going places. We'll see where it's going. You can be happy for it. You can be negative for it. I'd say just go with it however you feel.
You know what? As a DC fan, I'm waiting, and I think James Gunn is going to be eating Marvel's teeth.
All I got to say is, hey, you want to criticize Marvel. All I got to say is, where your universe at? That's all I got to say. Where your universe at? That's what I want to know. What did DC?
They're planning it. They're planning it.
I want to know where it's at.
It's coming.
One movie coming out. Y'all got one movie. And that's
there's 2. He's got The Authority worked on, and he's got Superman Legacy.
Really shit about
not before 2023 is done.
Really shit about The Authority.
DC called Marvel and said, "Hey, can we borrow one of your directors?"
No,
James Gunn and Kevin Feige. I'm actually working on an article. Working on an article on that. Gunn and Feige hate each other. Gunn and Feige hate each other.
All right. So let's go ahead and move on to the next. Let's go and move to our next topic.
Well, first off, before we move on to Sen, I wanted just to ask, what do you think Marvel should do? Recast Kang, introduce Dr. Doom, or my thought, introduce the Beyonder? What are your thoughts?
Thank you. Who cares about the Authority? Thank you. Who cares? Really? Who cares about Guardians before Gunn?
yeah, Gunn. Gunn did great with Suicide Squad. He purposely went looking for.
I mean, you'll see. DC is. It's going to be a new.
About.
It's going to be a new day for DC. He's doing it right. I'm very optimistic about the DC universe.
For Kang, I simply say, if I obviously understand Doom is a great character people love. I understand that you have to introduce him correctly. So if they have a good story, awesome. We'll see how that goes. I would be okay, honestly, if you did multiverse recasting, because honestly, it's super easy to do. Not to mention, I was surprised they didn't already have talks about. I wouldn't be surprised if the talks already were in this coming forward, because like there's different versions of King. One of the versions of him is isn't he like, gosh, I feel so bad. He's related to Reed Richards in one version.
Squirrel girl.
And so I don't know. I just say you could easily have him recast it, and you wouldn't. And the best part about it, the cool thing if you did that, is you could have this character show up and have people guessing who's going to be King. So maybe somebody on screen will show up every so often, no one knows it's him, and then like tell like the end of like the final cutscene in a movie or something, and find out, oh, that's Kang. Like,
you know,
cool.
and Tyler, obviously, I'll say me and you have very different tastes in comics, and every time I picked up a comic when I was a kid and it was a Kang story arc, I fought through it. He was just a boring villain. I was not excited when he was announced as a villain. I just did not. He was a time traveling asshole. He's like Biff Tannen in Back to the Future too. Like
I agree with the person in the comments.
What they say? Yeah, let's get some Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl, yeah, boy.
Yo, Squirrel Girl will get the furry crowd in.
Yeah, Squirrel Girl. Hell yeah, do it, man, do it.
I'm still sad our AT&T girl, whatever she was, didn't get to be our Squirrel Girl.
I mean, what about like someone like Dormammu?
Well, we already saw him once.
Yeah, not
that's
really
true.
a threat.
Yeah.
He got bitch slapped by Strange, and now kind of like,
Ain't that about it? All right.
But he actually probably will come back since they're already introducing what's her face, Strange's new side piece.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I think her name was Clea, I think.
What did you say?
I think her name is Clea, I think.
Yeah, Clea.
Yeah.
So since she's supposed to be from where Dormammu is from, so in the comics, who knows if that's what they're going to continue for the story? But
yeah, so get that third movie,
might be a complete rewrite.
Yeah, who knows?
I'd say I personally would love to scrap it, do an XMen movie, make the big bad Apocalypse, and just run with it. I can't wait to see Apocalypse on screen.
I like that.
We had Isaac Alexander. We were good.
I like that.
Oscar Isaac. Again, Oscar Isaac. Yeah.
I like Anna Kendrick. A girl from the AT&T commercial.
Anna Kendrick. Yeah.
Here's a radical idea that they'll never do it at Marvel. But why not just make an Avengers West Coast movie?
There's been talk.
Like,
who'd you put in it though?
Like send Hawkeye over there.
Because if you leave it up to the original team,
send Hawkeye over there. Use the U.S. agent.
That's the team I thought was boring to me. That was the
team I love Avengers West Coast.
It's led by Hawkeye. I can't stand Hawkeye.
No, it was led by U.S. agent.
And then, Hawkeye was the first leader of the West Coast Avengers before U.S. agent took over.
Yeah.
And I just didn't. Y'all know I can't stand Hawkeye. I can't stand him.
I can't stand Ultimate Hawkeye.
Talk about actors that have some controversial issues.
I really liked 616 Hawkeye. I'm not a fan of Ultimate Hawkeye. If they ever redid it and brought in 616 Hawkeye, where he actually had the background as a criminal and was mentored, I think it'd be a great story.
I just hate Hawkeye. I hate him. And I hate Scott Summers. I hate both of them. Both of them just.
Oh, I think everyone hates Scott Summers.
Trash. It's trash.
I don't even think Scott Summers likes Scott Summers.
Every time you turn around, Gene.
He's a Boy Scout, okay?
I'm blind.
I can't see without my red glasses.
I can't see without his glasses.
I can't see without my red glasses.
Hey, Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Okay, I mean,
the hell with Hawkeye? Man, come on, stupid optical blast.
I mean, and I think Marvel missed a lot of opportunities. I think, and I mean, obviously, you kind of had to leave Hank Pym out because that was a lot of dark subject matter.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have liked to see an R-rated Ant-Man with a series with like Hank Pym because he is one of the best characters Marvel's ever done.
What?
Hank Pym?
What?
He
People who like Cyclops
Look,
get
nah.
acceptable life partners.
What?
he's one of the original Avengers.
Yeah, and he's a
He
terrible
is the creator of Ultron. He's one of the most important characters in the Marvel publication.
Oh, he's important,
What?
yes, but he's
also an
awful.
asshole.
He's also a jackass.
I'm not saying he's great like as a person,
He's
as a
jackass.
character.
Okay, I guess I misinterpreted. So I apologize.
I'm not
I
saying
think-
Hank
oh, he's a
Pym
great
is
guy. I'm like,
president.
what?
He's a jackass who somehow Wasp falls in love with. Go figure
Like-
the hell out of that.
Yeah,
He was a great
abusive to her.
character. Like,
I don't know if
like
he's a great
there are
character.
great characters. Like Hannibal Lecter is a great character. Not going out to dinner with him.
Sure, a great written character, yes.
It would have been awesome to make him a scroll. That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
He would
I
have
mean,
never like.
in the-
Or you could have kept him as Ronin.
I would say in the Marvel zombie storyline, it was the zombie Hank Pym that had T'Challa tied to a table, and he was cutting him up into pieces for science to test on how to make a cure for the zombie virus. But also, when he gets hungry, he can cut off limbs and eat those limbs off of T'Challa and
Jackass.
torture him.
Jackass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do like the fact that they could make him a scroll. It'd be more interesting. Or like I say, you could keep him as Ronin.
Yeah.
Because the Ronin character was so much cooler than when anything Hawkeye's done.
Mm-hmm.
Again, a controversial character. The actor himself is Hawkeye. That's he's had an interesting career.
Yeah.
All right, Shaw, what's next up?
All right, let's move on to season 2, What If, episode 1 and 2. Did anybody see both episodes?
I started watching one and I forgot to finish it. I got busy.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's Blade Runner, basically. No.
Yeah.
Well, that's, I mean, start off with a bang. I mean,
No,
episode
yeah, it's not.
one-
It's not bad. I was saying it gave me that Blade Runner vibe.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Episode 1, What If Nebula joined the Nova Corps, which is a pretty good episode, like Ty just said, very Blade Runner-y. And then episode 2, What If Peter Quill attacked Earth Mightiest Heroes.
Has a pop.
Yeah, so it's like an Avengers back in the 80s.
No, that's one of my new
Which
pots.
is pretty good.
All right. What's next up, Shaw?
Next up, all right, we have speaking of Cyclops, we have a Deadpool picture, picture 8. Yeah.
Cyclops, speak of the devil, loser.
I
Okay,
like
that
the
makes me
accuracy of the
excited.
costume.
That makes me
You are the
excited.
biggest loser. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Yeah, so
Hey,
apparently she's
I
more
like
in
that
the
actor.
original suit.
I like that actor. The character might suck.
I
but
just
like
don't
that
care.
actor.
I just don't. I've never been a Cyclops guy. Never, ever.
Me neither. But
Never,
I like
ever.
that. I have gotten over the last couple of years. I probably didn't care that much for him when he did Cyclops back in the day, but like Westworld and what was Enchanted? He was in that, wasn't? Yeah,
Yeah, it was enchanted. Yeah.
Yeah.
that actor has just grown on me to the point that I'm like, I'm kind of excited to see him. I don't care. Like, be a shitty character. That's fine. I like the actor, so it's gonna make me semi like
Ain't
the
no wrong with that.
character.
Ain't no wrong with that. Right, Shaw, what's next up?
All right, next up we got the first 2 episodes of First we got the death battle of Galactus versus Ultron. What are y'all thoughts on the match?
Unicron.
Oh, did it cut off? Because I can't hear anything.
No, we're here.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Okay. It was Galactus versus Unicron.
Yeah.
Anybody else see that?
I didn't see it.
No, I don't really watch the death battle, so I don't know.
I didn't take the ultimate null. I don't Shaw, you watched it. I didn't take the ultimate nullifier into the account.
Right.
But yeah, Unicron was gonna come back for that. That thing destroys everything. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Who won?
once that got brought into play, that was it. You know, Galactus says ultimate nullifier, and that's what he used. That's what he used to beat Unicron. Unicron was holding his own, but when he brought that ultimate nullifier, that was it. That was it.
I'm
Unicron couldn't do
confused
nothing
though.
at
If
that point.
Galactus is going up against anybody, wouldn't he just eat them?
There are beings on his same level.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why Galactus dies a lot. Surfer killed him.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's not like he's, almighty or whatnot, but yeah,
I mean, he can die. He just doesn't stay dead.
he just doesn't stay dead. Unicron too. It's just the fact that the nullifier just take everything into one blow into account.
Uh-huh.
They'll probably finish off Starscream too. Starscream has the all spark, but they'll probably finish that off too. So, yeah. All right, man, go ahead.
All right, next up, we got Percy Jackson. Anybody see the first 2 episodes?
I did.
I did.
What are your thoughts?
What y'all think?
I liked them.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to read the books for context.
Actually, you haven't read the books at all?
No.
I almost this is just me being a little selfish, but I kind of would love to see if after season 1's complete and see what your opinion is without knowing anything of the books. Because I know how the books. I read the books. I love the books, and I would just be interested to see your opinion on it. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I think the show's good. I like it. My wife has read the book. She likes it. So I'm interested to see where it's going. Yeah. So I mean, I've always been a fan of mythology. I've always been a fan of the gods. So I'm really interested to see where the story's going. And it's kind of like I like the movies, and it's been explained to me that the movies are somewhat inaccurate because it's like the kid's like almost 20.
Yeah.
And apparently this is more accurate to the book than the movies were by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm kind of inclined. I kind of want to read the books for context, but I am enjoying the show.
Yeah, well, I'm enjoying it as someone who read the books and is enjoying it. There's words that they're saying or dropping or characters are mentioning that it's kind of cool to be like, oh, I know that's something cool. I can't wait.
Hold on 1 second. I don't know if you can hear, but my wife said Sailor Venus for life.
Sailor Venus for life.
You can have her, ma'am. You can have her. You can have her. We don't want to hear. She's blocked on the podcast. She is blocked. You can have her.
Will's gonna drop the band hammer.
Band hammer on Sailor Venus. Band hammer. Band hammer. Hey, it's the doggy. Hey, how you doing? It's good to see you again. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Yeah.
My day's complete. I got you to roll out of your chair laughing at least once.
Oh man, it's just I can't stand Sailor Venus. I can't stand. I'm cool with everybody else. It's just Venus I don't like.
Yeah.
It was good seeing you again. She got the doggy. But yeah, guys, just to let you guys know, this is the last show of 2023. We will be back January 6th of 2024 to start this whole thing all over again. So hopefully we get all the gang back together and we move forward. People keep telling me this is supposed to be a year of forgiveness, so maybe I can forgive Sailor Venus of her trespassings and move forward into 2024.
I mean, I think it's been. I don't think anyone wants the year to end faster than Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's been the worst. Yeah. I mean, the worst year on record in a long time for Hollywood.
All right, let's go ahead and move on. Shaw, go ahead. What's our next topic?
All right. Well, it's been reported. I'm not sure this is true, but it's going to be a Wednesday spinoff featuring around Uncle Fester in the works. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Say that again, Shaw.
There's working on a spinoff to Wednesday about Uncle Fester.
They want to do a spinoff about Uncle Fester from the Wednesday series.
Yeah, on Netflix.
I'm not really overly. The actor was fine as Fester, but unfortunately, he will never live up to. Well, that wasn't the OG Jay Fester.
The OGG, but
Yeah. But
That
yeah,
game was terrible. It was bad, and you should feel bad.
okay.
No, I mean, look at the comments.
I was like, oh.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that series because I really like Fred Armisen as he was in the Wednesday series. I like him as a comedian that's like on the side, but he's a lot like Will Forte, where when you put him in the starring role, it's too much. And so I don't know how a Fester show with him in it would do. If you were to do like a reboot of the Addams Family and he played Fester, I think that would be a lot better. But even Fester as a character, he's good comedic relief. But do you really want to know what his day-to-day life is like? Is there a story to tell there? I mean,
I don't want to play devil's advocate here because I'm agreeing with you. But the only turn I would say on that is I think a lot of people have that same argument about Wednesday before they gave her a show because like no one cared about giving her like she was just Wednesday. Like why did she?
That's a
need
good
a show?
point. That's a good point.
Then, yeah, I don't like saying that devil's advocate. I'm sorry because I agree with you. I don't really want a Fester show that much, but
I mean, when you do something with like a kid character, you can come up with a lot more scenarios. Like Wednesday going to a school. Like, I mean, I don't think Fester is allowed within 50 feet of a school. So I'm not a character. And Wednesday was an interesting character. And it's kind of like Wednesday was an interesting character in the Addams Family movies. And if it was a choice between a show about Wednesday and a show about Pugsley, I'd pick Wednesday all day.
True.
No pun intended.
This is true.
I
agree with you on that, Ambrose.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, Wednesday's an interesting character. It's just Fester. The characters that are comedic relief, like, I mean, how many episodes are you going to make a fatty fall down before you're just like, this is not funny?
And it's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
Again, playing the devil's advocate, which Adam Sandler's movie where Fester was actually kind of main center of the movie? Was it the Family Values one?
They were, but there were dynamics. It was more about the dynamic between him and Gomez. It wasn't actually like Fester's life.
No. But I mean, I would say that he took a more center stage in that.
And let's be realistic. Fred Armisen is not Christopher Lloyd.
I'm making.
Yeah.
When I'm making, yeah.
Yeah, you want to say that. Yeah, you're right.
And whoever they get to play his wife is not Joan Cusack. So, you know,
Are they going to bring Joan back? I mean, she's probably Stranger Things has been a while, so she's hurting right now. So she. Oh no, not I'm mixing people up.
That's
sorry.
Winona Ryder.
Yeah, I'm mixing people up. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Don't mind me.
You good, bro. You good. All right, so what's next up, man?
All right, just take a little break. Picture number 10 and then 11.
Damn.
You gotta go. Oh.
Why are you doing this to your boy?
Oh,
damn,
man.
Shaw.
He's just asking for Star Wars people to get mad at us.
But we can't win for losing.
Wait a minute. This isn't fair. Rise of Skywalker isn't up here.
Ambrose first. Ambrose, which you going with?
Rise of Skywalker isn't up here, so this is erroneous. I mean, obviously, The Last Jedi is going.
I think that's one.
That's. Can I just shoot that one twice? You know, I don't really need to get rid of any other ones. I just need to purge that one.
Yeah, purge that one twice.
I mean,
Solo was right there, though.
I mean, no, you know what, though? I liked Solo. I know I'm in the minority there.
I like Solo. I'm with you.
I really...
Right.
I thought
Solo was all right.
I mean, I liked Solo. I'd probably have to say the bottom two, because The Force Awakens is pretty much the same movie as
Last Jedi and Rogue One gotta go.
Facebook,
wow.
you're getting rid of Rogue One. You're crushing me. You're hurting my soul.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, Rogue One is great. I mean,
Yeah.
That hurts.
Way to end the year with the worst take ever.
Well, don't say that. Don't say anyone's take is valued here.
Hey.
Okay?
Oh yeah, well, there's still a week.
I kind of get to that opinion on Last Jedi though. I sort of kind of get it.
Mhm.
But
I get rid of the Last Jedi, and I mean,
So
the
I
Force
think-
Awakens. The Force Awakens is the same movie as A New Hope, so I'm keeping A New Hope and getting rid of the Force Awakens.
I mean, for them lightsaber fights alone in Last Jedi, though. I mean, the throne room fight and the
true.
Luke versus.
I don't give
Darth Vader.
any validity to that movie. I hated it. It ruined Star Wars for me, and I hope it dies.
I would just say, Shaw, you did tell us we had to lose one, so that's just each other's picks.
You chose to pick from that list.
Yeah, exactly. And so Last
That
Jedi out of
list.
that list would be on top of my list to get rid of.
You gotta hurt your boy on that one though.
I get it.
Ah.
Just saying. I mean,
I'm gonna be scared to say it, but I would actually, out of all those drop, the next one would be New Hope. The drop.
what?
I would drop.
I ain't dropping New Hope.
I'm sorry.
That
I know.
is
I'm
not
gonna be
there.
the minority
I'm
for
not
that.
there like
That is
other
the worst
people.
thing in Rogue One.
I'm not there like other Star Wars fans from GNN. I'm not there in terms of the fandom, but I'm not. I like that movie. I'm not dropping New Hope.
So wait, you would drop New Hope and keep the remake of A New Hope?
I went to and the reason why, and this is just because of like an emotional appeal for me. I obviously wasn't alive when New Hope came out, and I didn't go to the theater.
All of them got to go.
I went and saw Force
Somewhere
Awakens.
Dave Furr is just saying someone needs to die.
Cut them off. Cut them all.
Sorry, Ty, go. I'm sorry.
Force Awakens, when it came out, I fell in love with it so much that I went and saw it 3 times in theaters.
Damn.
I loved it. I had so much fun. It just
willing
made
to hell. I'm
me
giving
so
my movie
happy.
theater 3 times my money. Hell
Okay,
no.
can I explain why I don't like Force Awakens? And I think out of all the 3 of the sequel trilogy, that is the best one. But I didn't like it because you were blinded by nostalgia. So I'm in the theater, and this is just my take. If you liked it, that's fine. I'm not going to shit on you for liking it.
No.
But I'm watching The Force Awakens, and I'm blinded by nostalgia, and I'm just so happy to see Star Wars on the screen. And then I rewatch it again, and I'm just like, it just wasn't good. I was just so happy to sit in the theater and watch it on the screen the first time. And then you watch it again when it comes out, and it's pretty much a remake of A New Hope, and it was bland. It started off a series, and then when the other 2 movies come out, it started off as a series of questions that just went unanswered. Like you heard that's a story for another time so many times in that movie, and then you never heard any of those stories, and it ended up retroactively with those other 2 movies coming out being a disappointment.
I just have so much love
But-
for Boyega and Oscar.
You better
Isaac
than me.
that-
You
But
better
I
than me,
mean-
because I'd be damned if I give a movie theater my money 3 times in a row. Hell no, I ain't giving
But
my
I mean,
movie.
in all fairness,
no.
Ty, you're probably like 20 years younger than me, so this is your Star Wars experience. I've seen both Force Awakens and A New Hope in theaters.
Yeah.
So,
Listen,
I mean,
this isn't me trying to say The Force Awakens is better than New Hope. That's not at all what
no, but I'm just saying this is your experience. This is your Star Wars theatrical experience, so you're going to see it from a different point of view.
Well,
Then I'm gonna see it.
I was a kid when my dad took me to Phantom Menace when I came out. I remember it. I remember going to Clone Wars as a kid at the theaters. I remember going. I think I was able to. I was able to go on my own to go see Revenge of the Sith, but I remember seeing those in theaters. But yeah, I just Force Awakens. Hey, now.
I mean, I think the thing I love about the Phantom Menace is in the beginning stage of the movie where Darth Maul attacks for the first time, and no one really knows who Anakin is, and Darth Maul is just like, I hate that little kid. I'm just gonna run him over.
well,
And no one knew who Anakin was. He was just like, screw this little bastard.
You know what though? The thing I like about the newer movies, you saw the dual lightsabers. That was it for me. That was it. I was hooked.
I mean,
Right then.
if we really want to talk about Star Wars movies, we should just sit here and talk about fanboys. But I mean, we can.
Facts.
All right, let's move on.
All right, so what we got next, man? What pitch we going to next? Number 11?
Yeah.
What do we
Okay,
do now?
Magneto running the gauntlet. When do you think he loses, or does he lose at all?
Who's running the gauntlet?
Magneto.
So refresh me here on what does that mean, if I may ask?
He's running the gauntlet.
He's
So
running the
how
one by
long
one.
can he last against these 6 characters?
No,
Okay. Like all at
no,
once,
he
all
doesn't.
6
He
are
doesn't
coming,
win.
or
He
one at
takes
a
out
time?
Green Arrow.
One by one.
He takes out Green Arrow.
But hold on, hold on. He gonna be dead, man.
Oh, if Deadman's first, no, I
You
don't
gotta
see
go,
it.
oh, you go that way. Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I
the
don't
first,
see
his
it.
first opponent will be Deadman. His second opponent is Green Arrow. His third opponent is Green Lantern, which is Green Lantern John Stewart, for those who didn't know. Number
Yeah.
4, Dr. Fate. Number 5, Plastic Man. Number 6, Martian Manhunter.
I don't think he makes it past Deadman. I think
I-
if Green
I-
Arrow was
I
first, he
don't
makes it past
see-
Green Arrow because Green Arrow is human. But the rest of them, no.
I mean,
Like Plastic is the opposite of Metal. Plastic Man would just beat the shit out of him.
I mean,
last man, but
there's only one version of Green Arrow that I think could even remotely, and this is really being cheating, but people always forget Oliver Queen is also a billionaire with a big company that can do a lot of things. So maybe Green Arrow doesn't show up to the fight, but I'm sure
Queen does.
Yeah, Queen Consolidate.
Queen
Whatever company.
Consolidated for the win, baby.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
Oliver
might
Queen
show
is
up
pretty
with
much
stuff.
DC's Tony Stark. But,
Well, he's not that smart.
no, but I mean, he's like DC's answer to Tony Stark.
I get you.
Queen Industries, Stark Industries, it's
I think he gets stomped by Green Lantern. I really do.
And Green Arrow is also WB's answer for Batman. So
Yeah. If he gets now, I don't think he gets past John Stewart. But if he gets past that, he damn well sure ain't getting past Dr. Fate.
no.
Ooh, actually, would Dr. Fate even go up? Because Dr. Fate wouldn't do anything unless Magneto is like disrupting the balance.
Right.
Fate actually wouldn't even do anything. Fate
I
would just
forgot because he is a Lord of Order. So by
Yeah.
being a Lord of Order, he wouldn't fight.
Yeah, and if Magneto is part of Chaos, then he would do. But if
Then he
not,
would fight.
then
Right.
Magneto could kill Fate easy because Fate would just sit there and let it happen because he's not like not a threat. Because how Fate would see it is like, well, my helmet will just put on someone else and I'll wake up later.
Right.
So it depends.
But I just think that he doesn't get past John Stewart. I just think John Stewart is his end.
I don't know what Deadman's weakness is, so I really can't imagine how Magneto would take on Deadman.
Ain't he more of a spirit than anything? Can he be like excommunicated or something? Kind of like Ghost Rider?
Yeah.
Possibly could.
yeah.
Okay, I was like, I'm not overly familiar with any of his like weaknesses, so I'm like, I don't really know
He's just a
how.
ghost. He can possess people,
Yeah.
and that's kind of all he does, really.
It just possesses you.
Yeah.
And if you can beat that possession, you beat him. Because if you expel him from your body, he goes back to being a spirit, and that's it. Now he'll have to be in this, have to take another body, kind of like he did Superman in Justice League. But outside of that, no.
I get you.
Yeah. Outside of that, no. Like I think John Stewart beats him. I think the ring is too powerful. Plus, you have to look at the fact he's a proven fighter with military experience. That's a good point you bring up on Dr. Fate, though, because if he does get past Green Lantern, and Dr. Fate doesn't see him as a Lord of Chaos or working with Chaos, that's a good point.
There's been several times in comics and the shows where they run to Fate and they're like, Fate, help us. And he's like, no. Yeah, he's like, he's not a Lord of Chaos, so there's really no reason for me to step in. You got this. Bye.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The world's
What's
ending.
the
He's
point
like,
of you being here then? What's the point of you being here? I never really got the point why he was in Injustice. I guess he looked at it why he kind of looked at everybody as a Lord of Chaos at that point.
Well, Dr. Fate is just one of those characters that he has such a huge cult following.
He does.
That people love him. I mean, he's a cool character. It just sucks that he's also kind of a stupid character.
Yeah.
He doesn't always jump into the battle. Where like, because people go, oh, we want to carry Dr. Fate and Doctor Strange. We compare them. Doctor Strange gets a lot more done than Fate ever does.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Because he's not bound by that. He's not bound by Lord of Order or Lord of Chaos stuff.
yeah. So Fate's just like, yeah, I'll sit in my ivory tower in the magical realm and sit there until something actually happens.
I'm kind of with Ambrose, though. I do kind of see Plastic Man having a shot.
Well, Plastic Man, isn't he supposed to be like the number one threat in the universe isn't it the joke that Batman uses him as the like deterrent for anything?
It's like you're lucky he's comic relief, because he wasn't comic relief, it'll be like completely dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a hard kill. I mean, you can kind of freeze him, but eventually, that's a hard kill right there. But I think he falls to Green Lantern. Anybody else want to comment before we move on?
No.
All right, let's move on this one.
Who pictured it?
Who picture is the best magic user?
I gotta say Shazam.
Hell no, Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, I'm leaning Scarlet, but
Hell no.
But the argument, though, I'll play devil advocate again. Scarlet Witch, it depends which version you're doing it for, because she can't always control. She may be the strongest one out of all these here, probably, but she doesn't always able to channel or control all that. So,
and is this the one who, and is this looks to be the Scarlet Witch after she got hold of the book?
That picture's the Scarlet Witch that has the Darkhold inside of her.
That got hold of this is the Scarlet Witch that got hold of the Darkhold, not before.
Yeah. So this is probably more powerful, you could say.
I would also like to say that I disagree with Dr. Doom being on this panel and Black Adam being left out.
You clearly haven't read the comics.
Dr. Doom's a magic user. And
he is a magic user, but I would put Black Adam in this panel before I put Dr. Doom in.
Dr. Doom is on the same level as Doctor Strange.
Yep.
Well, that's fine.
Yep.
But I put Black Adam in.
I get where you're coming from, but if I'm gonna say if anybody replaces Dr. Doom, it has to be Spectre. It has to. If you're gonna replace Dr. Doom, it has to be Spectre.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased because I'm a DC fan.
Because Spectre is awesome. He has some pretty hellified feats in the comics too.
And you talk about Black Adam when Shazam is right there.
I would have put on here, if you're going to replace him, I would have put for DC, put what's her face?
Black Adam came from Shazam. Black Adam did not come from Shazam. It's not like Shazam's his dad.
He gave him his powers.
Like they're different characters.
He gave him his powers though. Granted, it's based on Egyptian gods, but he gave him his powers.
Like they both use magic.
Well, that's not Shazam. That's the Wizard Shazam.
Right, that's the Wizard Shazam. Mm-hmm.
That's the dude that gave him his powers.
Yep.
Yeah, not the little kid.
Yeah.
Billy Batson, show some respect.
He's a kid. He's a child.
Oh, someone said Phantom Stranger. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could put a Magic up there too.
True.
She's my girl.
I'm sorry, somebody didn't say Zatanna.
I know, I did. I said I was.
Oh, you did say Zatanna. Okay.
Yeah, I said if we're gonna put another DC up there, put her up there. I like her a lot.
And she's all right.
Yeah.
I don't agree that's about to portray her beating Scarlet Witch, but all right, cool.
No,
cool.
yeah. That's a little different.
I don't agree with that. I mean, this is the chick that said no. This is the chick that said before she got hold of the Darkhold, no more mutants.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not forget that, people.
It wasn't even that. It was just no more mutants.
Right.
It was like, oops, it happened. Like,
yep. And half the mutant population gone, just like that.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's the problem, though. She's chaos magic. She's chaos energy, and she can't control it all. So yeah,
Yep. All right, let's move on to the next one. What's this one, Shaw?
Old Man Logan versus.
Okay, this is another gauntlet. Okay, cool. He don't get past estrogen.
I think estrogen's the end of it. The first one is.
Okay, that's the end. Okay. Gotcha.
Who's the bottom? I see Black Tom.
I can't. Who's the one bottom right?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know who bottom right is.
I think that might be Grim Reaper, the dude that's the brother of what's his face
Man, that get past Vandal Savage.
I think I'm gonna be wrong.
Nah, he'll get past.
Savage could wait him out. Could wait Old Man Logan out. So
yeah,
Savage could just like not give a shit and just wait him
tank
out.
every hit. because he can't kill him.
Yeah. So he'll just wait. 'Cause
Yeah,
eventually, Old Man Logan might be able to live for a long time, but he's not forever.
yeah.
Savage will just wait.
He'll just wait you out. Yeah.
I mean, Logan can come back from a lot of stuff. I mean, he's been like
He
burned.
can regenerate because remember that time Magneto just stripped everything off of him.
Mhm.
He came back with just a regenerated, so just a little bit of blood. That was amazing.
No, he totally can. I would assume if anything, Savage would just would wait
Just
him
wait
out.
him out. Yeah, I feel you. All
Savage
right.
wouldn't even want to fight. Savage would just be like, "This is pointless."
Pointless.
Like, yeah, and he'd be like, "We're both basically immortals. Every time we fight, we just
Pointless.
heal. Nothing happens. I'm just gonna go, and I'll call you in 3 million years."
All right, this next one I kind of like Gargoyle versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Is it daytime?
Exactly. Exactly.
I
That's
love the
my
gargoyles. I love the gargoyles, but I mean, daytime we just could push over some statues and well, that's the end of the battle.
Plus you need to get the female turtle back because it's 5-on-4.
Okay.
I know. I take
the
that
one
back.
no one
1,
talks
2, 3,
to.
4, 5. That's 6. So you gotta get the female turtle and Splinter.
Where's the
I
female
mean-
gargoyle? We're missing her.
Or Ambrose's dog.
Martles. I mean, I'd say
That's 6 gargoyles right there.
in a head-to-head fight, I'd take the gargoyles. I mean, I love the Ninja Turtles, but at the end of the
only
day,
thing-
they're
like I said, I think overall power will go to the gargoyles.
Mhm.
But dude, like you just said about Vandal Savage, they'll just wait him out because if you don't kill him at night, I mean,
Smash the
what else
throne.
is he gonna do? We'll wait till y'all wake up to finish.
Now, question though,
Hmm.
how long would it take? Would the turtles figure out sooner that they turn into stone?
That's
Before
true.
that, like, would the turtles be smart enough to figure that out?
That's true. That's
just
true.
curious.
Donatello might be.
Yeah, yes, it's possible.
Mhm. Donatello might be. I don't know about Mike and Raphael though.
Well, and gargoyles, aren't they supposed to be like super old? So like they have tons of years of knowledge of battle and that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. So they might not
Mhm.
be ninjas, but they have been in like wars, so they
Oh, yeah.
know how to fight.
More battle experience than the turtles would have. More battle experience. For sure.
And they
Like I say,
can
you just gotta get the female turtle and Splinter to jump in. Cause like I say, this is 6-on-4.
fight. The
All right,
turtles
let's move
might
on to the
see
next
more
one real
show.
quick. We gotta choose one from each row.
Okay.
Bruh.
man, I have gout, so turkey's out.
Oh, I was gonna go with turkey.
We ain't got nothing died up in this book.
That made me sad because I love turkey sandwiches. I mean,
I gotta
I'd
go with row 1, the ham sandwich, the spicy sweet chili Doritos, and the Fanta.
is that a fan of strawberry soda?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I got tuna sandwich, and then I got the spicy sweet chili Doritos, and then I got to go with the strawberry soda.
I'm gonna go with ham, Lay's, and
The Snapple.
Snapple.
Turkey and Snapple, and then save the calories and not get chips.
No, you got to pick, man.
You gotta pick, man. We don't do that
You gotta
around here.
pick.
You gotta pick.
We're not gaining weight for theoretical
We're
meals,
not getting
man.
away from theoretical stuff. We're getting away
I
from
guess I would. I guess I'd choose the Doritos then.
I mean, no, there ain't no
if you
shame in
want the
picking veggie straws. I eat me some veggie straws.
I mean,
Veggie straws are gross. Veggie straws are gross as shit.
Oh, I
give me
love
the-
veggie straws.
But give me the ham, the spicy Dorito, and the Fanta. That's what I'm taking.
Yeah, strawberry soda is delicious.
It's great. It's fantastical. It's
I
like the
think you would
ABA.
strawberry
It's
Snapple.
fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and finish the show up. Show what else we got.
All right, we're gonna talk about Rebel Moon.
Facebook user, to answer the question before we talk about Rebel Moon, my dog is pretty tall. It was supposed to be a beagle. This is what happens when you rescue dogs. Sometimes the breed isn't what you think it's going to be. So it's a red tick coon hound. I'm 5'10". It comes up to about my hip.
Facebook
Wow.
Facebook user. I just want to say if you're the person I think you are, you're dope.
All right, Rebel Moon.
I saw it. Did anyone else see it?
I didn't.
Nah, I'm really not a fan of Zack Snyder.
Okay. Or I don't know. Do we really? We don't have to get into it if we don't need to. If no one else has seen it, I would just say that for what it is, it's not a bad movie. It's a fun ride. I would not classify this as a good movie, but I would never classify this as a bad movie whatsoever because it has great cast. It looks pretty good. It has some. It's setting up some good lore. I'm giving it the benefit of doubt because there's a lot of things they could do with it, but I know part 2 is coming out in like 2.5 months, so it's like, okay, I'll wait. There's character stuff I think they should have done, but it's like, okay, I'll wait until we get that. And the only other thing I would say that is critical is like Zack Snyder's usually really good with their slow motion, and he does a lot here, but those fight choreographies kind of,
I mean, that's why I can't. I like Zack Snyder. He knows how to direct. I don't want to say he's a bad director.
Mm-hmm.
But those slow motion scenes add like 2 hours to the movie, man. I can't stand it. Like, I'm sorry, man. I only have so much time on this earth.
This movie is short. I thought this movie was going to be a 3 hour. It's a 2 hour and 10-minute long movie, I think. Like it's.
And I bet without the slow motion, it's 90 minutes.
Maybe. Well, all I know is I would have been okay with doing another 30 minutes of movie had they done like more characters building. But again, that could be next movie. Who knows?
Yeah. Right.
Either way, I gave it a like 3.5 stars out of 5 because I'm like, it's not a bad movie. It's just not like a super great movie. And
so if I don't have anything to watch and I just want to look for something, it's okay to put on and just chill out and hang out.
And I'm gonna say
white noise. Or you can use it for white noise. I'm
gonna say this, and I know I'm gonna get some hatred, and I apologize for this, but
you're speaking directly to me. That's sweet.
No. I'm speaking to the internet. I'm speaking to the internet. I don't want to compare Zack Snyder to Michael Bay, but
he's a far better director than Michael Bay.
What I'm saying is Michael Bay always knew how to make a movie that the general audience got excited and was happy about. Michael Bay was not a great director by any means, but he knew how to make the audience happy. Zack Snyder with this movie knows exactly how to make the audience, for the most part, pretty happy.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean everything is great with it, but he knew how to make everyone happy.
Right.
I mean, Michael Bay picked up where Rennie Harlin left off when Rennie Harlin's career was ruined by Cutthroat Island.
Mm-hmm.
He knew how to make a popcorn movie. And yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I don't think Michael Bay makes bad movies, but I don't also wouldn't nominate them for any awards.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder, I think he's a really good director and a really good storyteller, but even like when you watch his cut of Justice League and his ultimate cut of Batman versus Superman, and it's like, okay, how many times are you going to play the dramatic dramatic music and have Wonder Woman running in slow motion? Like the movie was 4 hours when it could have been 2.
Oh, you hit that.
Like, I mean,
or you heard that theme one too many times. Come on, man.
Like, it was almost like a South Park episode where it was like, okay, Wonder Woman's on.
Speaking of South Park, has Gal Gadot ever been on South Park? I don't think she has.
Nah, I don't think they've done Gal Gadot.
I don't think she's done yet. I don't think they've done her yet. Or Scarlett Johansson. Well, I take that back. They might have done Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. They might have.
I know they've done George Lucas, and it was hilarious.
Yeah.
I would just say, the way you go into Rebel Moon is the same. God, this sounds bad too. When you go into a Fast and Furious movie, are you going into it for a great, like, hardcore story? And it's
bold of you to assume that I'd go into a Fast and Furious movie, but no, I wouldn't be expecting anything.
That's style of movie. You're going into it because you're hoping to see something fun. You're going into it, don't go into it with this mindset of something super. Like, don't go into it thinking this is Dune. This is Star Wars. I mean, remember, it's simple.
I think the best thing about the Fast and the Furious movies was when, like, Michelle Rodriguez was like, "We're tired of superhero movies," and someone was like, "Bitch, you flew a car into space."
All right, you guys. You guys. I do want to do a little bit of jumping around. I do want to go ahead move over a little bit. Talk about One Piece for a little bit. We do have a One Piece remake on the horizon. Picture number 7.
Yes, animated One.
What do you mean a remake?
animated remake of the show still going on.
Here's the thing, though. And people are crapping on this. But here's the thing. Okay, true. The series is still going on. That's fine. But the one thing that people bullshit about is the fact that the season is still going on. Nobody want to watch from the beginning to right now. Nobody want to watch that crap. So what's
I mean, to
so
tell
I
you the truth,
understand this because it's taking the remake from episode 1, and then you keep watching from that point. You're not
tell you the truth. I'm on board with you on this, Will, because this is the same thing. I wanted to get into One Piece because everyone talks about One Piece. I have a cousin who's like in love with the show. The lore seems good. I want to get into it. But this is the same argument I had with the Marvel universe right now. Is if you want to get into it from the ground up, you've got over thousands of hours of content. And if they're rebooting this from the first episode, this is like a good opportunity for someone like me to at least get the gist of the show.
Yep, exactly.
And pick up, because I've been interested in it. But like I look at it and it's like, where do I start? There's like 70 movies and there's like 10,000 episodes.
Right.
Your doggy is not like it either.
The doggy ain't like a One Piece though. The doggy said, "Hell no, I ain't trying to watch."
Nah, doggy doesn't like
it. Hell no.
Oh, what's funny? A Marvel's commercial came on the TV and he growled at it, and I was like, "This is awesome! You're the best."
I wish you would have recorded that. That would be awesome. And the last thing I do want to get into before we close out the night, well, actually, 2 more things because I'm thinking of tie. The first thing I do want to talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender, or some pictures that we have here.
1 second, bud.
So you see in the background, Levi.
Yep.
See, I'm a huge fan of the show, and I will check this out when I pick up Netflix again.
Ooh.
But I'm kind of apprehensive because it sounds like the same thing happened with the Cowboy Bebop. The adaptation, like the people that created the series were on hand to give advice, and it sounds like they weren't being listened to, and they walked off. Oh, that's Abed. And it sounds like they weren't being listened to, and they walked off. So, I mean, and that's what happened with Cowboy Bebop, and everyone knows that show was a disaster. So, I mean, I'm going to give it a chance because I really like this franchise, and if it's done properly, a live-action adaptation of this could be awesome. But it's really a bad omen to me when you bring the creators on as consultants and the creators are just like, you're not listening to us. We're leaving.
You're not listening to us, so why are we here?
Yeah.
I got you.
All right. Well, I know this isn't Janae because she hates Avatar. So who is it?
All right. The other thing I want to get into real quick. Godzilla versus Kong, the new Empire trailer.
Oh, that one.
Who saw that?
I haven't seen it, but I love the first Godzilla vs. Kong movie, so I'm definitely going to check this one out.
I saw it. It looks interesting.
You know, it could be fun. I think they're hyping. You know, they've done a good job with their marketing. They've done a good job with, you know, this is part of the universe that the Monarch show, right, on Apple TV is in that universe, right?
Yeah, it's connected.
I'm not familiar with Apple TV, so that I don't know.
So I'm just saying is like that show, from what I'm hearing, is getting good reviews. So that means it's only going to do better because it's essentially hyping up that movie going to be coming out. So I think it'll relatively do well. I think they're fun movies. I don't necessarily. Again, don't go into it with thinking anything. Don't have any high expectations, but I mean, they're fun. They're fun.
I mean, I love movies like this. Like, I love the first one because it's the same thing you just pointed out about Michael Bay, man. You go in, you buy your popcorn. You're not looking for anything deep or philosophical. You want to watch a giant monkey fight a giant lizard, and you want to see the world watch. And you know, like, I really did like the first one. And I hope I like this one as much as I like the first one.
What the problem is you could be pleasantly surprised by watching Godzilla -1 and find out that you can have a.
I'm interested in seeing Godzilla -1.
So
I've heard nothing.
Yes,
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
I want to finish up with you on that, Ty. I'm glad.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's so good.
All right, you guys, I got to get out of here. I got some things I need to do. Real quick, though, I just want to say very quickly, we will be back January 6th. This is our last show of 2023. So everybody have a fantastic holiday. Everyone take care. Everyone be good. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on Geek News Now. Real quick, Ambrose, you want to say something about the writers?
The writers.
I thought you wanted to say something about the writers this week.
Oh, yeah. That was actually last week, but I'll say it this week. Writers been working real hard. Go to geeknewsnow.net. We have put out content after content after content. We have year reviews on a lot of things. I put out a couple articles this week, couple articles last week. You won't be disappointed. Myself, Andrew Orozco, Nathaniel Cruz, the core staff, Autumn Barnes did. If you're planning on traveling to Disney, she did a comprehensive piece on the Disney price hikes. You're going to want to check that out because she breaks it down for you and gives you a really in-depth reason as to why the price hikes are the way they are. Hey, quiet. But we're working really hard, and I just wanted to end the new year by saying the writers team, sometimes we slack off on a month or two, but we ended the year strong. Go to geeknewsnow.net, check our content out. You know what? I'm an egotist. Check my content out, and then check everyone else's content out. But we're a great team. And we really love hearing feedback from everybody. So I'd love for the loyal viewers of the Geek News Gauntlet to just check the site out and see how we ended the year and where we went. And Christmas Day, I will have a retrospect on the whole year printed up. So please go ahead, check the site out. And that's all I want to say. I wanted to thank our writers because without them, this show doesn't start. A lot of things don't happen because of the wonderful writing staff we have.
Yes.
So
and on that note, we taking off. Thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate you. 2024, January 6th. We'll see you guys then. Take care.
Peace.